it going? Today we're going to be showing you some open kinetic chain exercises. Open kinetic chain exercises are when the joint of an extremity is able to move freely. It usually works with a single joint and targets more a single muscle. And we'll also be looking at closed kinetic chain exercises where you're fixed to some sort of stable surface, for example the floor, and it targets multiple joints or muscles. For the first exercise, we're going to be doing open kinetic chain exercise with bicep curl. So I got the dumbbell here, and the exercise will look something like this, right here, and then you bring it up, like so, and that's what the open kinetic chain exercise will look like. To add progression to the exercise, we're going to be going over here to doing a preacher version of it. By doing it like this, it isolates the muscle and joint, the elbow joint more, causing it to be more difficult to do. It'll look like that. And then to add regression to it, what I'm going to do is lighten the weight. I do not have a lighter dumbbell, so I'm going to be using this 2.5 pound ankle brace. And in order to make it easier for myself, I'm going to rotate my wrist like this, causing there to be less friction in my movements, making it a lot easier. Here I have my brother, and he's going to be showing us the next exercise, which is going to be a closed kinetic chain upper extremity exercise, whereas the last one we did was an open kinetic chain upper extremity exercise. For this, he's going to be showing us some push-ups. He's going to start off with a very simple normal stance push-up. For this, he just simply brings his nose and chest close to the ground as he can, and then brings himself back up. To add progression to this exercise, he's going to put his feet elevated on that box there, and he is also going to bring in his hands for a closer stance. This brings his center of gravity forward, making it difficult, and with a close grip, it also keeps his center of balance off a bit more. For the regression, he's going to do a simple knee push-up with a wider stance. With the knee push-up, it brings the center of gravity back, and the wider stance also gives him better control over his gravity. That is going to be it for this closed kinetic chain upper extremity exercise. Now we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, it's going to be me doing the exercises again. My brother had to help out with the push-ups because I recently did injure my shoulder. Nonetheless, we are going back to an open kinetic exercise, this time the lower extremity. The exercise I am going to be doing are leg extensions. In these leg extensions, it is the linear displacement of the knee movement, and I'm going up against gravity. To add progression to this exercise, I'm simply just going to add weight to the machine. On both sides. Adding weight makes it much more difficult because I have extra weight on the leg that I have to push up against gravity, making it a lot more difficult. To add regression, simply we would add less weight or no weight at all, like this, doing a simple no weight leg extension. Much easier. For the final exercise, if you haven't guessed yet, we're going to be doing a closed kinetic exercise targeting the lower extremity. So for the final exercise here, like I said before, we are targeting lower extremity closed kinetic chain exercise. For this, I'm going to be doing lunges. To start off with a basic walking lunge, we are going to go like so. Very simple. Now, however, to add the progression, we're going to be doing it on an elevated surface, and I'm going to pay close attention to keep my body straight and not lean forward to keep my center of gravity back and not aiding the movement. So, it'll look like this. And because my center of gravity is back, it doesn't help me lean into the movement, making it easier. My legs have to work against gravity a lot more. To add regression, we're not even going to be walking, and I'm going to be leaning into the movement and following with my hands to make it a lot easier, like so. And because my center of gravity is going with the movement, I don't have to work as hard, making it a lot easier. And that is going to be it for my open and closed kinetic chain exercise, progression, and regression project. Thank you for watching.